As you listen, perhaps you already realise that the more we speak of these things, the more they begin to become real, not as ideas, not as theories, but as your very own way of seeing, feeling, breathing, being. You might not even notice how easily, how naturally, how effortlessly you're already beginning to combine all these beliefs, behaviours, concepts, skills into one unified framework, your new operating system. Because have you ever noticed how someone can walk into a room, say almost nothing, and everyone feels them? They don't need to be loud. They don't need to be funny. And yet, everyone laughs more when they're around. It's not what they say, it's who they are. It's what they believe, radiating to every micro-expression, every tilt of the head, every pause before a perfectly timed punchline. And now you're learning that too. Because when someone understands that comedy isn't just laughter, it's connection, it's reframing pain into play, it's the alchemy of truth told sideways, then something begins to shift, doesn't it? Let's say a man walks on stage and says, "My life's a mess. I burned my toast, got dumped via voicemail, and my dog thinks I'm emotionally unavailable." The audience laughs. Why? Not because he's broken, because he's whole enough to own it all with grace, because pain plus perspective equals power, because authenticity attracts. And isn't it interesting? The more you accept yourself, the more you can express yourself, and the more others reflect back that same energy of freedom. It's funny, and the most powerful people, they often speak in metaphors, because metaphors slip past the gatekeeper of logic and plant seeds directly in the soil of belief. Like a comedian who says, "You ever noticed how life is like a GPS? You mess up, and it just calmly says, recalculating. No shame, just rerouting. And that becomes your frame, not failure, just feedback, because now you can see that everything, every silence, every awkwardness can be used, transformed, played with." Have you ever felt that before? That strange moment when you're in a conversation and someone mirrors your words, your tone, and suddenly you feel seen. That's not an accident. That's communication at a deep unconscious level. That's you now becoming the kind of person who knows how to create that on purpose. And the more you experience it, the more natural it flows. The more you find yourself effortlessly using timing, pacing, rhythm. Just like your favourite comedians do. But from a place of genuine connection, not performance. Because you already believe your presence is a gift. And that people respond not to words, but how you make them feel. Imagine a child watching a clown trip over his shoes. The whole room bursts into laughter, not because the clown is weak, but because he's so confident. He can play the fool without losing his power. That's you. Because when you accept all parts of you, you become unshakable, you become magnetic. And what if, from this moment forward, you began to notice that every challenge is just an opening for humour? Every setback is just material for a new bit. Every awkward silence is just a canvas, waiting for your brushstroke of brilliance. Let this become your rhythm. Let it loop in the background of your mind, like the beat of your inner comedy set, where stories flow effortlessly, where laughter bridges generations, where your timing is instinctual, where your identity is one of flow, freedom, fire. You're already becoming the warm-hearted, versatile master of play, where humour reveals truth, where confidence draws crowds, where presence makes people better for having felt it. Now you don't even need to try, because trying implies effort. And this is just who you are now. Who you've always been becoming. You're funny, you're free, you're flowing. And all the old limits, they've already left the stage.